Hi everyone. So today we are going to see some of the questions which are expected in the NATA exam. So this is part 1 of the video series. So let's see the first type of the questions which will be based on 2D and 3D visualization of objects. So in this type of a question, basically you will be asked to identify the top view or side view or the 3D object from the top view and side view. So we will see the question type 1. So it is saying that identify the plan or top view from the given 3D object below. So this 3D object will be shown to you in the exam and they will ask you to identify its top view, that is how this object will look from this angle. If I draw an arrow here, how this object will be seen. So in this case the answer will be B. So if you can find out that this is the portion which you will be seeing from the top over here, then this L-shaped region on both sides you will find, so that is seen over here, and these two are the surfaces which you can see here, 1 and 2, and that is why the answer is B. Now we'll go to the question type 2, in which they will ask you to identify the elevation or side view of the 3D object. Now in this type of a question, they have shown you one 3D object and they have shown you the direction of an arrow. Now from this direction, you have to imagine that you are standing somewhere over here and looking at that object from this direction. And then you have to imagine how you will see this object from this side. So if you correlate the things, you will find out that the answer is going to be D. So this portion which you can see, this profile out here, so it is this profile which you are going to see, and this portion which you see is this back side of this figure which you are seeing over here, and there is nothing on this side, that is why you are seeing it blank. So like this is how you can identify the side view or elevation of an object. Now the question type 3. So in this they are going to ask you to identify the 3D object from the plan which is given below. So in this case, the top view or plan will be given to you and you will be asked to identify the 3-dimensional object. So in this, you have to again take the clue from the parts of the plan. So let's take an example of this. So we are looking at option C. So we can see this part over here. This slanting portion which is on this side and this side will be seen as two rectangles from the top. Then this L-shaped portion is visible over here. And there are two levels, 1 and 2 over here. So this level and this level. That is why these two surfaces are visible. And that is why C will be the correct answer of this plan. So this is how you have to identify a 3D object from the plan given to you. Now in question type 4, they might ask you to identify the elevation of the object from the plan which is given. So in this case, there is no 3-dimensional object which is shown to you. Only the top view of an object is shown, and you are asked to identify the elevation or side view of an object. So in this case, I am standing on this side of the object and looking at the object from this side. So this is the plan of the object which I can see. Now if I correlate these lines in elevation, then I will find out that C should be the correct answer. So why we will see that we are seeing 1, 2, 3 and 4 of these edges, so which we can see here, and we can also see this top portion which has come over here. Okay? So that is why C will be the correct answer. Now in question type 5, again this type of question, the problem figure shows the front view of an object and you have to identify the correct 3-dimensional view from amongst the answer figures. So in this case, you can see that the elevation of the object is shown over here and you are asked to identify how this object will look in 3 dimensions. So if we correctly look at the proportion, this is looking like a rectangle and this is looking like another rectangle. So it means that they are two cuboids. So if you correlate this with these figures, you will find out that A will be the correct, most suited alternative for this type of a question. Now question type 6, we are going to have the multi-view projection which is given to you. Now what is the meaning of multi-view projection? So in that case, it means that you are given a plan of the object and you are given a side view of the object. And you have to identify its correct isometric or 3D view. So in this case, the bottom part is the plan of the object and the top part is the elevation of the object. So if you closely correlate these two things together, you will find out that it closely resembles the figure A, and that is why A will be the correct answer in this case. Now in this question type number 7, so you are shown 4 objects which are of different types. So in this case B, C, D are cubes and A is a different type of an object. Now you have to answer the questions based on these objects. So you have to remember these objects and then answer the question based on this. So the question is asked that which will be the correct representation when object A is placed on B and A is also placed between C and D. So in this case, if you go back to the figure and if you try to memorize that which is figure A, which is B, which is C and which is D, and if you come back to this question, you will understand that the option B is the correct option in this case. Now the question type 8, which can be asked in this 2D 3D visualization, is counting the total number of surfaces of the object. Now an object will be shown to you, which will be a complex object, and they will ask you to find out the total number of surfaces, edges and vertices of the same. So now in this case, if you are asked to count the number of surfaces, you have to start from the base of the figure, you have to count the sides, you have to count the vertical faces also. So if you count the total number of surfaces in this case, the answer will come out to be 10, which is B. Now you have to count the total number of edges. So this is question type 9, which can be asked in 2D and 3D visualization. So here you will have to count the total number of edges of the object. Here you have to be counting the base as well as the vertical. So the horizontal edges and the vertical edges of this object have to be counted. And you will find out that the answer is 30 in this case. Now, if you are going to count the total number of vertices of an object, you have to only count the points where the edges are going to meet. So since the top object is a prism, and the bottom one is also a prism, and the middle one is a cuboid. So if you add up those, like the number of vertices, so you will find out that the answer is going to be 20. Now in question type 11, you have to choose the appropriate shadow pattern of the form given below at 3 p.m. in India. Now basically they are going to show you an object and they are going to show you the north direction. And according to the north direction, you have to judge that on which side the shadow of the object will be falling at the given time. So you have to understand this logic that on the right side of north is the east side and on the left side of the north is the west side. So since they have given the time as 3 p.m., the sun will be somewhere on this side, and that is why obviously the object shadow is going to fall on that side. So if you compare all these 4 options, the most appropriate option seems to be option D, and that is how you can work out the logic. Now in question type 12, we are going to be asked about the addition, subtraction, rotation of 2D shapes and the 3D objects. Now in this case, the first case, you can see that there is a shape which is a square and few lines are drawn on the square, and then they are split into 2 parts. So when they are split, when a shape is split in such a way that when joined together it will resemble the original shape. So that type of an operation is called as a subtraction operation. So these 2 shapes have been subtracted from the original shape which was square. Now in the second case, you can see that 2 squares are overlapped on each other, and so this is how the overlapped square will look. So there is no common edge which is seen here, and that is why this will be called as the addition. Now in this case, the 2 squares are again overlapped, but they have merged together, and in this case there is no line which is seen here which was visible in the earlier sketch. So you can see here that the 2 shapes have united, and this sort of a thing is called as union. Now the same will apply to the 3D forms. So if you have a cube and if you cut a portion of a cube, then that cut portion will be called as the subtracted form of the cube. So in this case, this small cube is a subtracted form of the larger cube. Now in this case, another cube has been added or united to the earlier cube. So here you can see that 2 cubes have been interlocked with each other, and that is why this type of operation will be called as a union of 2 forms. So to watch more videos related to the NATA exam, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and also follow us on Instagram, that is Architects Academy 5, and also follow our Facebook page and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more such videos. We are going to post a series of videos in which we'll be explaining you the type of questions which may be asked in the NATA exam. Thanks a lot for watching.